What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the Freaking 10. Now, today's topic is something that I was trying to avoid because it's quite controversial. And in this day and age, I was really afraid that, bringing up this subject in this type of forum could have me canceled. But I think it's something that we need to talk about and talk about seriously. And that's the Tooth Fairy. I couldn't say that with a straight face. It's Nanowar Steel. Y'all know who it is. I've got the title up, but I saw this title and I'm like, really? Of all the things you could talk about, the Tooth Fairy. But I also see, we've got, I'm assuming as a bank, so I think we're about to take it into a hilarious twist that I cannot wait to see. Let's check it out.
Another message that I want to tell you today is that within our mandate, the ECB is ready to do whatever it takes to preserve the euro. And believe me, it will be enough.
Wow, that is not the direction I thought they would go. Floating in the night on your butterfly wings, sneaking in the room while the infant is asleep. Eye for an eye, coin for a tooth. Tooth Fairy, do you know the financial impact of your deeds? Did anybody tell you that by inflating money supply, you're distorting the structure of production? Did anybody tell you that PQ equals MV? Wow. Price, quantity of goods, along with money, and then equals, how much money, and the velocity, which is how much money is spent within a given time period, usually a year. You're responsible for the rise of interest rates. Tooth Fairy, your policies are inflationary. Like a helicopter drop, your donations push up aggregate demand. Thanks to a higher MPC wiping out the wealth of the middle class, Tooth Fairy, stop it in the name of the central bank. This is not the direction I thought they would go. Wow. I deal with supply chain, and I deal with a lot of folks in finance in my regular job. And so these are things that, they're topics that come up when you're talking to our finance team and stuff. And wow, this is not how I pictured them going after the Tooth Fairy. I mean, obviously they're not going at the Tooth Fairy. They're going at, I would assume, the World Bank and this leader of the World Bank. But man, This is how a free-for-all Friday should start. Let's keep going.
There's no such thing as a risk-free asset. You are around. The Wall Street Journal sharply criticizes your expansionary policies. The chairman Yellen claims that you're breaking your mandate. Toothfairy, you are fucking anti-constitutional. Did you know that Treasury is a hidden secret index fund to counteract your inflationary pressure? Your place in the stabilize the monetary republic of it is what was the position inflation. It's now public domain. Your policies are inflationary. You're the nation's push-up aggregator. Wiping out the wealth of the middle class to pay. In the name of the Phillips curve, my real truckers already stated he'll do everything it takes to shield the USA from your speculative attack.
Little deliverance.
You're committed to higher inflation rates. And all the laureate procurement. The lender of last resort is you. Increase that one even more. Better children by bodies that just keep that face value. You can see ARP of the human body. Your policies are inflationary. You're the nation's push-up aggregator. Wiping out the wealth of the middle class to spare. In the name of the Taylor's rule.
Oh man, I haven't laughed this hard at one of theirs in a while. What do you say to that? Now, a lot of it they're speaking out, from a World Bank perspective and the euro. Obviously, they had, our Fed Treasurer Yellen. I think that's her name. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff much anymore. Other than they're just screwing everything up, and both sides do it. This isn't a political take. All of the politicians are after power, and anybody that thinks otherwise is very naive. Power and control is what they want, period. And they want more money. They want the inflation because then it becomes more people depend on the government. That's what they're calling out. They get it. There's no such thing as a risk-free asset when you're around. The Wall Street Journal sharply criticized your expansionary policies. The Fed Chairman Yellen claims that you're breaking your mandate. Toothfairy, you are fucking anti-constitutional. Did you know the Treasury is admitting CPI index bonds to counteract your inflationary pressure? Your plan to destabilize the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela with double-digit inflation is now public domain. Boy, that is a mouthful right there. Toothfairy, your policies are inflationary, like a helicopter drop. Your donations push up aggregate demand thanks to a higher NPC. Wiping out the wealth of the middle class, Toothfairy, stop it. In the name of a Phillips curve. That's funny. Mario Dragons already stated he'll do everything it takes to shield the Eurozone from your speculative attack. You are committed to higher inflation rates. Why oh why? The Nobel laureate Paul Krugman, he is on your side. QE1, QE2, the lender of last resort is you. QE3, QE4, increase M1 even more. You bail out children by buying their junk teeth at face value. You are the TARP of the human body. Now, I think this is where they're buying maybe bonds or something back at face value and bailing people out with that. I'm assuming. I don't get into a lot of the financial stuff. There's so much crap going on that I truly avoid it. Is ignorance bliss in some sense? Yes, I still listen to it and pay attention to it, but I don't dive down deep into it. I used to, and it used to stress me the hell out. Toothfairy, your policies are inflationary like a helicopter drop. Your donations push up aggregate demand. Thanks to a higher NPC, wiping out the wealth of the middle class, Toothfairy, stop it in the name of Taylor's rule. What a way to start a free-for-all Friday. My gosh. So I think what I'm going to do on Fridays is I'll post this one for 8, and then everything will come out at 8:15. That way, these guys always start Friday as they should, because their shit is ridiculous. Wow. I look forward to the Lord of the Rings, and I know there's quite a few other ones. Man. They never let me down, I'll say that. And the lyric videos are always hard because y'all are seeing the lyrics, so it's not like I'm reading you anything new. But it's more of a recap that then I can add the commentary. So just bear with me on lyric videos. That's all I ask. The ones that aren't, I usually do better with. That's going to do it for this one. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. See you again on Monday. And enjoy the holiday. You might have a special message tomorrow and Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that's going to do it. Y'all know who I am, what I'm about. I'm JTMM. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm out.